The teams are releasing their squad list as the FIFA World Cup approaches. And after France's World Cup squad came out, I was in awe. In almost every position, there are at least two good players. The options are excellent, the depth is incredible, and the players are versatile. So many players weren't selected like Eduardo Camavinga. His form has been very inconsistent while going downwards in the later half of the season. Did not perform much at all during the big games, like we all remember the match against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Maybe the reason he wasn't selected for the national team was anyways, some other notable players like Kefren Thuram, who has been really good for Juventus this season even though they did not qualify for the Champions League, did not get selected. Kolomouani, Thauvin, Pavard, Lenny Yoro, Chevalier, who was brought in as the replacement for Donnarumma at PSG, failed miserably. That's why Safonov played most of the games. But this also shows how incredible the French squad is even after leaving out these big names. But let's start with the forwards, and oh my god. The front three could be Mbappe, Thuram and Dembele, or Olise, or Doué. They also have Barcola on the bench. Even at the striker position, except Thuram, they have Mateta and 24-year-old Aklush, who has been incredible for Monaco this season. I hope I got his name correct. A versatile attacker who can play as a striker and as a winger. Plus, the main man in that French squad, Kylian Mbappe. His club time hasn't been that great this season team-wise, but individually he has scored so many goals and has won the Spanish Golden Boot. And as we have seen before, he turns into a different being when he plays in the World Cup. He just needs 5 goals to break closest record of the most goals scored in World Cup history. So France have so many options and tactical distributions for the attack that they only need a great midfield, and fortunately they have a great midfield. Tchouaméni, Kante, Zaire Emery are all incredible names. Zaire Emery wasn't getting many call-ups recently, but he performed so damn well for PSG under Enrique that he was called up. He even performed well when he had to play as a right back for PSG when Hakimi was not available. Even though I don't like Rabiot, he did pretty well for Milan even though they did not reach for the Champions League this season. But his name is now a regular name for the French squad under Deschamps. But the main man in that midfield is Ryan Cherki, a talisman for Man City who is unpredictable and versatile. He did great at City, scoring goals and assisting and creating chances, and he can also play as a right winger. Olise and Cherki could actually switch and change randomly to kind of bring in new kind of distributions. With this midfield line, their only job is to supply the attackers fast and accurately, because this midfield line is really good. It is up there with the best ones. My only concern for them is their defense. They have a great goalkeeper in Mainon, but their defense list is what bugs me. Most probably their main line of defense will be Theo Hernandez, Saliba, Upamecano and Koundé. In my opinion, in this defense list, for this season only, Saliba and Upamecano are the best ones, and to some extent Theo Hernandez. Koundé hasn't been that good for Barcelona this season, that is why he had to spend some time on the bench. Konate has been pretty shit this season for Liverpool, cannot judge a ball when it's in the air or fouls people randomly on vital spots. Gusto is just shit. I guess even if Chelsea fans don't agree with me, but I believe he's just shit. He is actually a very clueless wingback, to be very precise. Lacroix is good but not that reliable. His first World Cup call maybe. And Lucas Hernandez spends most of his time on the bench and he's not that dependable, but he might perform good. It's very up and down case. Why I'm not that sure for Theo Hernandez, we all know he's a great player. He's just 28. But he right now plays in the Saudi League, and we all know Saudi League is not that competitive compared to, say for example, the top 5 leagues or the international stage, the World Cup basically. So after hearing all these names, what do people expect? Back to back finals is the bare minimum. I guess after hearing the squad list, it is pretty normal to think like that, but in my opinion, I believe that France will reach till the quarterfinals. The quarterfinal is the last stage for France in this World Cup. It's because I believe if everything goes in a certain way, France might face Netherlands or Spain. If it's Netherlands, I guess they can just go on to the semi-finals. But if it is Spain, I believe Spain can defeat France. On paper, player by player, France have a better squad, but as a team, we have all seen how good Spain plays. In terms of a squad, Spain have a better squad than France, in my opinion, and we have all seen how they have played against France in the Euros and the Nations League. But what do you guys think? Comment down below. If you enjoyed, then like, share, and subscribe. Next up, it's Portugal.